Let's continue working with our discussion again for the three-dimensional view. Okay, then again, recap again. I'll just try to create another rectangle here. Okay, so rectangle with an area of at 10 comma 10. Okay, so this is another set of rectangle. Okay, so just to refresh us again for the command extrude. Okay, let's try to select distance first in order for us to identify if this is 10. Okay, so this is already um, 10 by 10. Now we need to extrude this on with a height of 10. Okay, now another tip for editing in 3D tool. Okay, so please take note again, aside from converting your lines into one, be sure that there are no unwanted lines within your illustration. So I'll show you the difference. Okay, so I'll copy this again. Okay, to the left. Okay, so first I will be extruding this using the extrusion height of 10. So command EXT. You'll be asked to specify the object. Select this, enter, and then drag it up for a positive value. Type 10. It's the extrusion height. So this one is the same to this. This is clear that when we visualize this, okay, in X-ray, say for example, this is a solid box. Okay, so moving on, let's try to go back to 2D wireframe, and then let's go back to 3D tools. Now let's try, say for example, upon illustration, there might be some areas within your drawings that you can encounter some unwanted lines. Now, as you can see, this is a pure um, p-edited lines. But underneath this might be probably some excess lines, okay, which may give effect once we convert this into 3D. Okay, so let's try. So say for example, same extrusion height. Now command EXT, enter. Okay, you'll be asked to specify the object to extrude. Now select this line, okay, and then enter. Now once you drag it up, as you can see, say for example, there are series of line or net on this part. Okay, so meaning to say there may be, okay, unwanted lines, okay, within the area on this side. So let's say for example, let's try to provide the extrusion height of 10. Okay, so using this diagram, okay, once you try to visualize this into X-ray, automatic you can see that there is, aside from the cube, there are series of lines on this side. Okay, so this is wrong already. Okay, so moving on, if you try to render it in realistic, you can actually see it, but definitely once when you put your cursor on this area, you can actually preview, okay, a portion wherein there's initial um, unwanted line beneath or underneath, okay, the plane, okay, at the bottom. Okay, so moving on, let's go back here. So this is what you're going to do. I'll try to undo this. Okay, so when you perform three-dimension uh, illustration class, once you have already encountered mistake on your figure, you have to undo it, okay, from the first, okay, command or figure, or the default figure wherein you started, okay, before you commit the mistake. Okay, so here, since we started here on the rectangle, we'll try to look at the areas wherein you have encountered the mistake. So let's say for example, just perform erase, okay, and double check if there are unwanted lines already, okay, available, and then try to perform command extrude again, and then select this, okay, drag it up. It's cleared already, okay, so just type 10. Okay, enter. Okay, so you already have these boxes already. Okay, so moving on, I'll teach you how to to look at this part wherein we have a reference, another reference um, shape, okay, on the inside of our polygon, which is a circle, okay, or an ellipse, okay. So let's try to extrude this, okay, with a height of 10 again. Okay. Now, class, be careful when you do 3D drawing. The more complex the lines or the figures involved in an illustration, okay, you will be encountering series of lines already. So here we have this as a reference box. When we added another figure inside, we already have another set of lines. Okay, so as we go on with the complexity of the figure, it adds up on the wireframes, okay, of the 3D drawing presentation. Okay, so as you can see, you have a box here with a shallow opening, okay, of a cylinder open from top to bottom. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. Let's try to make use, I usually make use of x-ray in order for me to see the inside. Okay, so here when you use the x-ray visual style, you can actually see the inner area, okay, wherein you have the cube and the cylinder inside. Okay, you can actually adjust the opacity, okay, to lighten up the area. Now, if this is the case, meaning to say, on this cube, you must have an open area on center. Okay, so we need to remove, okay, this area to make it open. Okay, so to remove this, the command that we're going to use is subtract. Okay, so this is under solid editing. So this is a solid figure already. So we have here subtract. So from the rule of subtraction, okay, we have the overall area minus the area to be subtracted from the whole. Okay, so again, command natin is you make use of SU. Okay, SU, enter. Okay, you will be asked to select the object. The first thing that you're going to select is the cube itself. Okay, and then hit enter to acknowledge. You will be asked to select the object. The second selection of the object is the area that you will be subtracting from the total area of the cube. So be careful lang with the selection. So just select the cylinder itself. Click it here to select and then enter. Okay, as you can see, it was already properly subtracted from the cube itself. Okay, so in order for us to confirm that it is open already, you go to view again, or you visualize again, and then go here, okay, and then try to select realistic. So as you can see, we have an opening on top already. Okay, so moving on, I'll just go back to 2D wireframe. So this is the representation of this. Okay, so again, let's try this cube. Okay, so say for example you wanted to create a circle here, okay, on this area. Okay, so circle, you can create a diagram of line AB coming from here to here, and then command circle, okay, and then select this area, okay, and then try to type D for diameter, type 5. Okay, so you have here an opening there. Okay, so now if you wanted to extrude it inside or within this cube, you can actually perform this. So command EXT, okay, extrude, select this object, enter, extrude it inside. Okay, value going to the right side, okay, is since the area of the cube is 10, let's try to type 10. Okay, enter. So you already have this, meaning to say you can actually go to X-ray in order to confirm that this is passing through from this side going to this side. Okay, and then you adjust, of course, the opacity if you want, again, okay, to make it more easier for the selection. And then perform subtract. We need to subtract this from the whole. Okay, so SU, enter. Select object, select first the area of the cube, enter, and then select the area wherein you wanted to deduct from the whole cube. So this is your cylinder. Select this. Be careful with the selection again, just to select the cylinder, and then enter. Automatic, as you can see, it is open from side, face, front, and side at the back. Okay, to confirm again, you go to realistic, you have this opening. Okay, so you can perform this, try it out. Okay, so you perform extrude and then subtract using these boxes with an area of 10 by 10 by 10, and then we shall continue working with the last figure. Okay, before I will give you instructions on the basic editing of our um, exercise set B. Okay, so you may try to work this out, and then I'll continue later with our discussion on the use of the 3D tools. So we will be proceeding with subtraction and um, extrusion. Extrusion, subtraction, and additional is union. Okay, so please take note.